Alright guys, so we are here for a first look at the brand new AGL Metal Cooler DOKKANFEST. We're going to be looking at him on the revived Warrior team. I think the presence of Kid Buu on this team should allow Metal Cooler to get his highest attack stat. Shout outs, of course, to the boy Hydros for the footage. Now we might be skipping around a little bit here, because the way this AGL Metal Cooler works is actually very interesting, right? So he gets an 80% attack and defensive buff right at the start, which is pretty good. So, you know, that'll allow him to hit probably, I would guess, in like, you know, 1.5 range, 1.5 million range, you know, if he has a few of his basic links active, you know, and then that's taken into consideration, and Rainbow, of course, that's taking into consideration really how the SCR Super Buu performed. This Cooler does seem to have a similar attack stat to the STR Buu. So right around there, he should be able to hit at a similar level to what Buu was able to hit at, right? But what's different about this Metal Cooler, 2.3, by the way, from Angel Golden Frieza right there, very nice. What's different about this Metal Cooler is his ability, after he gets hit 7 times, he gets an additional 10% attack for, you know, the first 7 hits he gets hit with. So, you know, after AGL Metal Cooler is hit 7 times, he'll get an additional 70% attack buff. So, you know, you'll have the 80% at the start of turn. You'll have the 70% from the way he gets attack buff when he's actually attacked. And the way those the passive works, that will allow this Metal Cooler to hit a lot harder than just if those two are added together, right? So this AGL Metal Cooler will be a problem. Now, in terms of his best linking partners, I think the best units probably you could link him up with is the Tech. I think the Tech Transforming Frieza is a good one. LR Metal Cooler, they'll share a few links. Okay, so 1.3 right here. Interesting. Of course, you know, LR Metal Cooler does not have Fierce Battle, but Angel Golden Frieza does. So that's with Fierce Battle active. Does LR Metal... see, I'm not... I haven't memorized what exactly LR Metal Cooler does. AGL Metal Cooler I've got down. He, you know, his main attack links are Nightmare, Thirst for Conquest, and Fierce Battle. Thirst for Conquest and Nightmare, it is kind of difficult to find units that have both of those. Usually, units have one or the other. I think this Metal Cooler is going to be a significant threat, though. Both Metal Cooler and his team are going to be very, very good moving forward. Metal Cooler does have a nice amount of defense. He has a nice amount of healing. He's got a good team. He has solid links, and he's on a few categories. So this AGL Metal Cooler is certainly, I would say, an exceptional unit, right? I'm actually really impressed. I think he's going to be a lot better than the SCR Super Buu. You know, because the SCR Super Buu, the thing about him is for so long, he's going to be just middling, just the attack and defense 80%. You know, based upon, you know, how many times AGL Metal Cooler has hit, you know, his attack buff is actually, you know, going to be getting higher and higher. So here's Metal Cooler with Kid Buu on rotation. 1.9, but again, he hasn't really had a chance to get hit too much. So with Metal Cooler's full passive active, I'm guessing he could probably get around 2.5 million. You then combine his healing and his defense into that, and again, he's a very, very strong unit. Now, if I should recommend people would summon for him, I don't know. I would say no. Only the category is a bit restrictive, but it's not too bad because there are a lot of new sort of farmable units, free units that are going to be added in this update. A lot of different Metal Cooler units that could be quite useful, I think. So, you know, I think even free-to-play players probably could build a decent enough AGL Metal Cooler team, you know, especially factoring in Tech Golden Frieza has been on, what, every single banner ever, basically, it feels like. You know, full power Frieza, you know, you could have gotten him with the red stone multiple times. So there are some Frieza units that I think it's reasonable to assume, you know, many players could have them. But, you know, Metal Cooler is really good, but I don't think he's just like an, like, you have to drop everything and get him. He's not on that level. I think it's wise at this point, really, I would say for players of both versions, to sort of hang on to stones. Really wait and see what they're going to do with the Broly movie characters. The Broly movie characters, they are... I think they're going to be just absolutely jaw-dropping. All right, so here's going to be AGL Metal Cooler. We've got him linked with Physical Kid Buu. We've got the Transforming Frieza there as well. So this should be pretty good for AGL Metal Cooler. But again, he still hasn't had an opportunity to get hit very many times. So, 2.2 right there. Okay. You know what? If he's at 2.2 there, he's probably going to go above 2.5, huh? Yeah, wow, okay, so this Metal Cooler, he's very good. And again, we're having bad luck here with the Metal Cooler getting hit, but I don't think it's going to be too difficult, really. Getting hit 7 times, especially in how long some of these events go, where, usually the first unit might not finish off the, boss stage, but the second unit can, right? So, like, as you're moving through the phases, I think as long as you got AGL Metal Cooler in that first slot, you should be good in terms of him being able to build up his passive sufficiently to where, he's going to be dealing the ridiculous, crazy damage. So, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing, like, what his max sort of potential is here. All right, so we'll take a look at this rotation. And then we'll maybe skip around a bit, and maybe we can see what Metal Cooler's transformation looks like, see what other situations he might be able to handle. So this is good. Here's him right at the start of the fight with Physical Kid Buu 1.6. Okay, but again, that's with Physical Kid Buu with his full passive active. This team is probably not going to take any damage too, now that I'm thinking about it. Going to be a very, very strong team. Alright guys, so once per fight, if your health falls below 50%, Metal Cooler will do this. He will transform, he will reveal the core. Now this is a Great Ape transformation. This is not like a transformable character like Android 21 or something. You can tell by the way the background is red. So this will be very good to see. What will his damage output be in essentially his Great Ape form? Can he get to 2 million? 1.7. Okay, that's decent enough. This form, by the way, is going to make this Metal Cooler very, very good. Very good for Super Battle Road, Extreme Z battles. In particular, I could think of one he'll be very good in, which would be the Family Kamehameha one. He becomes probably, either him or AGL Tapion are the best units for that, EZA now. And then, of course, he'll also be really good in Dokkan Battlefield. They really, I think, did a very good job with this Metal Cooler. That transformation, again, Great Apes are not as trash as they used to be. The potential system update for them really helped them out a lot, allowing them to do crits, allowing them to do additionals. And then, of course, they don't mess up your rotations either. You don't have to worry about switching them around at all. It'll just go, once you leave the Great Ape transformation, like, state, it'll just go right back to the rotation that you would have had anyway there. So it all does end up working out very, very well. So, this Metal Cooler, I like him a lot. Again, I am definitely going to rainbow this Metal Cooler. I mean, what a shock, right? Y'all probably could have guessed that. Your boy will be rainbowing the Metal Cooler, but all right. So let's skip ahead again. Let's see if we could get, Metal Cooler in a pretty interesting situation. Alright, so right at the start of the fight here, we've got the Tech Transforming Frieza linked up with Metal Cooler, which we would want. The only negative 1.7, again, that's pretty good for right out the gate for him, considering he could get, an extra 70% added to his attack stat, basically. But, like, the Angel Golden Frieza fight is a pretty short fight. In comparison to many new DOKKANFEST now, because you only go from AGL Angel Frieza, SCR Golden Frieza, and then the 2 Int Golden Friezas. But again, we're not seeing it right now, where Cooler is able to be hit multiple times, but I don't think it's going to be something that's too rare, right? It's not unrealistic to expect that, you know, in pretty much all these events, you're going to be able to get, you know, Metal Cooler hit this number of times, right? I think you're going to be able to have him get these hits in. He's going to be able to tank them well. He's going to be able to build up that attack power. We're also, you know, we are showing him on the Revived Warrior team, by the way, because of Physical Kid Boo's presence here. That's the main reason. But, you know, Metal Cooler should look almost nearly as good on his own team. It's just, you know, you're getting a bit of a downgrade from Physical Kid Boo to Turles. You know, Turles is only giving a 40% attack buff, whereas our boy Physical Kid Boo, of course, is, you know, at 50%, which is really, really nice. So this will probably be the last rotation we take a look at right here. Our boy AGL Metal Cooler, a very outstanding unit. Do not sleep on him at all. He is definitely a very strong top-tier DOKKANFEST. You know, whereas I think the AGL Goku and the SCR Super Boo are both kind of, they're meh. They're good, but, you know, we're talking DOKKANFEST cards here, you know. They're held to a different standard. It's like summonable LRs and DOKKANFEST exclusives have to be held to a different standard. And, you know, SCR Super Boo and AGL Goku, they're solid, right? But, you know, Tech Transforming Frieza and now AGL Metal Cooler, they are both tremendous. I can't wait to Rainbowless Metal Cooler and use him extensively. It's going to be very, very fun. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I will catch y'all in the next one.